Hello, gamers! Welcome to a different kind of podcast. Well, it's still a podcast, whatever. I figure, get this. Since I have this New Year's resolution of doing, drawings every day, whatever, right? That I might as well just do, like, a little podcast about it. I am going to try to upload this to my original YouTube channel, so that's what you're seeing this on right now. I have another YouTube channel, it's whatever, but I want to see just kind of how this channel does, because maybe I'll just upload the podcast on this channel. That way, if people don't want to see the other stuff I put up or whatever, I'll just use this channel. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. Man, I have no idea what to draw. I have no idea what to draw. I've been thinking about this for like an hour at this point. I don't know. I always hate trying to figure out what to draw. By the way, the music you're listening to in the background is Xenoblade music. Pretty good games. I started playing 2. Don't have much of an opinion on that right now, other than I don't like the characters. Mostly Rex. He's just an annoying design. I hate his design. And I never really liked playing as, like, I don't know how old Rex is in Xenoblade 2. I'm assuming he's, like, 13? I don't know. Don't like playing that kind of age range. It's always weird, because then, like, they have these other characters that are, like, older than him, and then it's, like, they do weird jokes, and it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Like Xenoblade Chronicles 1, like, everyone was around the same age, so it's like, okay, this seems pretty solid. This just seems kind of like, I don't know. Then 3 comes out, and that's way better. 3 is like as good as 1, basically. But enough about that. But I also just don't like Rex. I just don't like his design. Maybe I'll grow to like it. I don't know. I know that like in 1 and I think 3 as well, you could at least like put on like costumes that look better. So maybe I could do that in 2. But whatever. Okay, this song is pretty good. Thoughts Enshrined. Thoughts are enshrined, alright. I'm trying to think about what I'm gonna draw. Oh, man. What to draw? I don't know. This is every day. Now. This is my life. I stare at a blank screen and bash my head into it until something comes out. I was thinking of drawing another drawing I did yesterday, but I don't want to do that. Oh my god, what? I'll just draw whatever. I'm just. So I'm gonna draw this. I don't know what I'm drawing. You get to see an artist at work, guys. Man, there was something else I wanted to talk about. I was like looking forward to talking about it in a video, and I can't think of it now. I hate when that happens. Jeez. Oh man. Okay, fuck it. We're going political. Let's go political. Everyone loves when people get political on the internet. And this is going to be discussing the obvious, the tariff situation. Because there is something that like that stood out to me more and more each passing day. And like last week, There's some artists I follow on Blue Sky and Twitter, and they were saying that their company that they used to like print out stickers or whatever to sell to people. The company told them, "Hey, we're not going to fulfill any orders after this. So whatever you need, do it now, and that's it." Because of these tariffs, because all these companies are in Japan now, not Japan, excuse me, China. So obviously they need to get their stuff out now. And this person said, "Yeah, I need this factory to work, and now this is going away, and there's no solution." Uh, and then it went from that to a Kickstarter. I funded, by the way. It was like $40 because I wanted to buy this like hardcover. And this person told everyone, "Yeah, you can't get the books because of these 145% tariffs. You're not, you can't get them. They're stuck in China until this is resolved," which is crazy. And it's like they do all this stuff, and all you hear about is like farmers. Like, don't get me wrong, like these tariffs will affect every business. You know, but these businesses, I feel, can find other ways to like get money and to be supportive, which is like that's what they do, right? They're fucking businesses. But the little guy, like on a very small, like I would argue that these are smaller businesses than small businesses because it's like one dude that's reaching out to another company to print stuff out, whatever. And these tariffs are affecting them the hardest, and nobody talks about this. Like nobody talks about how it impacts artists, freelance artists. All this stuff's always about like farmers and stuff that people can always like look at. And I get it. I mean, again, I'm not trying to say that like their issues don't matter, but it's just that I feel we could solve these issues for these companies, like for farmers. I mean, they're already talking about like bailing out farmers and all this other stuff, and Apple and all this stuff. Like these things can find ways to get around the system. But what is the little guy, like the one dude who's making stickers and acrylic keychains and all this other stuff? Like, what about them? What is anybody doing for them? Like, these people get swept under the rug, and this is with everything. I've been noticing more and more, and this is like very fucking like, I want to say stressful or mad, maybe angry. I get angry about this like, a little bit. When it comes to anything, it seems artists get hit the hardest with these changes. Like, uh, a lot of credit card companies and payment processors obviously don't want to be involved with like prostitution stuff or sex work that's not legal or whatever. And it's like, okay, I understand that on like on the surface, but this will always target artists that make not safe for work art. Like they may draw like a woman with big boobs or something sexual, whatever. And this is just art, like just a painting. And these companies will say, "Oh, this is not allowed. This is sexual. You're not getting paid, or your account will be banned, or whatever." And it's like, at some point, is sex work really that bad? like you can argue whatever about it. I guess I kind of get it, but at the same time, it's like, if a person's willing to go to someone else and say, "Hey, I'll pay you this amount," and the other person's willing to accept money for that, I mean, whatever, right? I just feel like a lot of these like things will always like affect artists the hardest. At least what these payment processors should say is like, look, if it's a drawing or if it's something that's a digital artwork, that's fine. But it should always be based on like, hey, is there an active investigation or whatever? I don't know exactly what would be the happy lining. It's just, it always affects artists to the point where it's like, we should just not, take people's livelihoods away. At the end of the day, nobody should be losing their livelihoods over this. AI is another thing that is affecting artists the hardest, because it affects them on a intellectual level, in the sense that AI is stealing their work and this using it in their own stuff. Like it's so it's kind of funny and sad that it took the Ghibli art bot for people to be like, oh, this is kind of stealing people's artwork, guys. When people have been arguing that like for years when this has happened, like literally, like there's been like lawsuits about it. I vaguely remember there was like a lawsuit. I don't know if it ever got settled or what. But there's a lot of things that said that, hey, AI is like stealing people's intellectual property. This is bad. This is illegal. And what does anybody do about it? Nothing. And that's kind of like disappointing. Because like it because art is like not a very profitable career, but a lot of people enjoy art. So it's already kind of like, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? We want art, we want movies, we want this stuff, but we also want to underpay them, treat them like shit, and just basically grind them to paste. And then it's like, why do you think there's gonna be all these strikes in Hollywood about this? Like, there was a strike about it, and it's just like, come on, dog. This is some nonsense. So I just think it's really, really frustrating how like all this stuff, all this progress, and nobody ever talks about the cost on these small little jobs that people wonder, like, it's kind of like annoying, right? You do want to like participate in society, and you also want to get paid doing what you want to do, and anyone could argue that people should be able to get paid doing what they want to do. Like, there's always this air of like, well, sometimes you gotta do what you don't like to do to get by. And it's like, I get that on a practical level, but I also feel like if you want a civil society that works, has good morale, shouldn't people get paid doing something that they want to do? Like, and that's not to say like, oh, people should get paid for like, I want to eat, so should I get paid for that? Should I get paid because I just want to like sleep? Like, obviously no. But you could find something that's productive, and that should be paid. You should be paid doing something productive. Art is a productive career that people should be paid to do, Or if they want to make like an online career. I mean, people have made online careers as well. But that's like kind of what's kind of frustrating about some of the stuff I see when man, I have no idea what I'm drawing, but like, I have a vague idea now. It's kind of funny where this is going. I think I found a process in what to draw. Just draw random lines until something like formulates. So that's a little political, little political for everyone. But everyone like seems to not like these tariffs, which is kind of funny because Trump talked about tariffs all day on his campaign trail, and whatever. There's all this other fucked up shit that's going on. I don't need to talk about it. Let's give him a little mustache. I found out that like Bob Ross is the most exploited artist, one of the most exploited artists out there. His family got exploited. Like, it's kind of messed up. But that's how business is. Yes, business. Oh man, this song. Okay, everyone, what's your thoughts on this song, Drifting Soul? Does this have lyrics? Oh, it doesn't have lyrics. It is a CD I put into my music app, so of course it's not gonna have lyrics. Otherwise, I'd sing it to you. Imagine if I sang in this video. You're already being tortured by listening to me, and I just start singing. you're like, oh god, why am they? This is you. This is a good day. Now we're all right. So we talked about politics. What else can I talk about? Uh, man, I'm watching this show right now called what's it called? Good American Family. It is kind of a dumb show. I kind of hate it, but I also kind of like it. The thing is, watching it, I just know because it's based on a true story, but you just know already that they like this one idea, and they like it's kind of I don't know what the word is, but it's inaccurate because it's based on a true event where this family adopts a kid who has dwarfism, and they claim that this kid was actually a 22-year-old and was pretending to be a kid. There was a court case at some point where they disproved that, where it's like, no, her DNA came in and she would have been 9 years old when you had her, so there's no way that she was an adult. Uh, and there's all this stuff surrounding it, but in the show, it doesn't really portray that, and it really does kind of come off that the people working on it really wanted wanted it for that to be true, because the idea of someone adopting someone that is that might be a little bit more like of a thriller, but why use a real story then at that point? Like, then just make an original story, because the thing I don't like about this is like you're gonna have people watch that and they're gonna think that the show is actually accurate, and it isn't. I read some of the stuff about this case, and it's like, yeah, this show is not fair to Natalie at all, and it's kind of messed up. There's also a documentary that I also don't think is that good either. It's only like an ounce better than this, but I wouldn't recommend it either. Uh, so it's good for slop. Like, oh yeah, let's watch it, whatever. But if you're watching it to be educated on the case, it's not good for that. It's just not good. And I would argue it's probably one of the worst I've seen. Like, I don't watch a lot of these, and a lot of these are like whatever to me, but this is the one that's like, okay, I kinda don't like that this is out there, you know? Okay, this song is pretty good. I didn't like this song, and I see why. Alright. Now we're gonna do some inking, guys. Oh man. Alright, what's gonna be the next song? This is a whole playlist of Xenoblade music, so okay, this is instrumental. The name of the song is Shulkin Fiora. For those who don't know, these are the main characters of Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Good game. I liked 1 a lot. I like 3 as well, but 1 is pretty good. I should look at the comments of my previous podcast and respond to that, but whatever. I wonder how people on this channel who subscribed are gonna feel about seeing our brand new video. It just out of nowhere, there's sub bots. Like, wait, what? This channel is posting again? But for those who don't know, the reason why I made another channel is I was making videos kind of like shitting on another YouTuber by the name of DSP, and I made this other channel because it's like if there was gonna be a channel that was gonna be struck down, I would not want it to be my personal channel. Like, this is kind of like the channel I watch a lot of YouTube on. And I don't want anything to happen to this channel because I love this channel. There's a lot of old videos on here that I cringe at, but whatever, right? So I just did not want this to like ruin this channel, so I made a whole new channel just for that. So whatever. And I didn't know what to do with this channel afterward because I just started uploading videos on that. But depending on how this goes, maybe the other thing is I do stream on Twitch as well, playing video games and that kind of stuff, and maybe I could upload the archives here instead of the other channel. I don't know, but again, this all depends on like a lot of other factors. But at the same time, I'm also feeling not archiving my streams anymore, because I just feel like nobody really watches them, and I also feel like who cares. I'm using a different computer to do this as well. There's no microphone. I'm using the built-in mic or whatever mic OBS picked up. This OBS, I will say it's so annoying. I can't remove a source or add a source. Oh, no, I can add a source. I can't remove it. If I remove it, the app will crash and it will never remove the source. And I hate that because it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do then? And I updated it, and it still has the problem. So I don't know what to do. I have to go to like the raw, probably like the actual like files on my computer to remove it, which I don't want to do because it's so annoying. Like, why can't I just do it within the app, right? This is called Gar Plane. Pretty good song. I'm sure you love it at home. I was also watching what's it called? Black Mirror, and it's good season, but I kind of feel like Black Mirror is losing a lot of what people loved about it when it first started. Like, it's not that it's bad, but I feel like once you see the premise, you already know where the episode's going. Like, you're not like there's no intrigue of like, oh, where's it gonna go? Like, the first episode was like but Rivermind, about subscription services, and the moment you mention, oh yeah, Rivermind, you pay a monthly fee. It's like, okay, I know where this is going, and it goes exactly where you think it's going. And I think that's like my only complaint is that a lot of the ideas you already know where it's gonna go, and they don't, and I wonder if it's like, hey, the idea of just let's keep subverting is kind of annoying too. But I also just feel like you could do something creative. And the last episode, is this a callback to another episode? Is this a sequel to that? Which was a fine episode, but I also did not care for the majority of it. Like, I literally just like was on my phone throughout that whole episode. I looked back up and I kind of knew what it was about, and it's like, okay, like I did not have to pay attention to understand the episode. It's really a whatever episode. It's not bad. It could have been worse. I think it could have been worse, but I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the ideas in Black Mirror are eh. And then you look at shows like Love, Robots, Death, I think it's called. It's an animated anthology series, which I think is way better than Black Mirror. I think it's far more creative and far more interesting. just to look at. Each episode is animated by a different studio, and they're all different stories and all this stuff, and it's way better. I like it more than Black Mirror any day. Like, they announced a new season. I'm so excited for it. Like, I'm counting the days down. It's so good. I love Death, Love Robots, whatever it's called. It's such a good show. I highly recommend it if you like anthologies like Black Mirror. It's like way better. It's a way better Black Mirror. And it's not just computer bad. What if computer bad? And then you see people shitposting saying like, "Oh yeah, well, no enough of this like technology bad. What about good technology? Like, shut up." Like, I also think saying technology innately is good is also kind of stupid because, you know, everything is a trade-off. Like, you don't need to be told the positives of computers, internet, all these things. Like, you don't need to be told what's good about them. Uh, I think what needs to be told, like, okay, so there's like a law in Australia that's gonna like restrict internet access for kids or whatever, and I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, this is a good thing." I think on paper it's good. Like, yeah, oh, like I get it, but there's also a lot of stuff from the internet that could also be useful. Like, I don't think the idea should be, hey, let's limit access. I don't think that's a good solution because that could also lead to other bad stuff to happen as well. Because there's a lot of good stuff that can come from the internet. Like they can get other things from actually people who are nice people or whatever. They could like do some more research, get more information out there to get informed on something. I mean, just as much as there's good info, there's also bad info, of course. But it's like saying, well, why should we have libraries? There's a lot of bad books out there. Like, should we get rid of the libraries because of that? No, you wouldn't. Nobody would want that. But it's obviously the solution isn't to get rid of libraries or, ban every book under the sun. So it's like sometimes you just have to take the good with the bad, and then you kind of have to like talk with people. Because that's like the important thing is talking to people and talking with others and like be receptive. Like that's what's important. Not like, oh, should people get access to the internet? Is there not a human right? And it's like I mean everything's going in a digital way. Like at some point we're gonna have to like just accept that this stuff should be like accessible to everyone because how can we fully go digital while making it hard to access or more expensive to access? Uh, and all this other stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff that, like, I feel a lot of people that are not thinking because they're used to, like, because I think a lot of people are still kind of used to the old ways, and then when you talk about something new, it's whatever. But I also feel like when people try to bring people into like the modern age, there's a lot of bad faith actors out there. Like, yeah, get with the times. Let's get everything digital. Let's get rid of every old system. Ignore the use of these old systems and why they work the way that they do, and all this stuff. And it's like, okay, like we can use a little bit of brain power on this. I don't know. I was not feeling this drawing until now. Maybe this should be a daily podcast because it seems like I got more done while I was like shooting the shit than if I'm just sitting here listening to music all day. Guys, there was something else I wanted to talk about. I can't think of. Drawing and I can't think of anything, and it's like I don't know what I'm doing here. What are we doing here? Okay, I'm gonna rant about fucking toilet paper. Yeah, we're not much toilet paper. So this one brand I used to get, I can't find it anymore. I don't know what happened. Maybe they're stuck in Canada because of tariffs. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's what's going on here. But I can't find it. That's whatever. So I'm trying to find like whatever. I got this one brand. Shout out to fucking Scott's. Terrible brand. I'm never getting this toilet paper again. I want to throw it all out at this point. I'm like debating throwing it out. Uh, okay. I don't understand. This is what Scott has done to me. This toilet paper broke me. It is so thin. It's like I don't know how to describe it. That's not gonna sound disgusting or disturbing. But literally, it's like there's no like layer between your finger and where you're wiping. Between that, you're holding toilet paper, but it's like not thick enough, and it's nothing. It's terrible. It's like translucent. It's translucent toilet paper, and I'm like thinking, why would you make toilet paper like this? And if it's like, oh, maybe it's cheap toilet paper, whatever. I feel like you can still find cheap toilet paper that's a little bit better quality than this. To be honest. So don't buy Scott's, throw it out, it should be banned. This should be the toilet paper that's banned, okay? I'm just saying it. This is the worst roll of toilet paper I've had in my life. Like I don't know why. Like because usually I would mostly hear when people like shut toilet paper saying like, oh, uh it's easy to clog the pipes. Oh, it's this or that. But this is like, it's bad at every level, and it's just, why would anybody use this? Like, who's using this? So I'm getting like annoyed by this. So it's bullshit. It's bullshit toilet paper, and I'm debating throwing it out. Like, I would like put it this way: I'd much rather wipe my ass on fucking newspaper than this fucking toilet paper. It's awful. It is awful. So I gotta find another brand. I gotta find another brand if I can't find my original brand. But this is what's annoying about toilet paper. You can't really know what it is until you use it, and they always sell it in like big packs. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Okay, I don't like what I'm doing with his hair. I think I messed up the idea here. Okay, we're just gonna like do this. So yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible toilet paper. I hate it. It's trash, and whoever made it should get reevaluate their life. They should reevaluate their life. Oh man. Uh, so there's your toilet paper rant. There you go, everybody. You're welcome. That was very intellectual rant. Everyone loves it. Uh, you know, I'm sure I upload this video and everyone's like, okay, you're kind of remembering maybe why you stopped watching my videos. All right, some folds. I feel like I'm getting kind of better at drawing folds. It's kind of hard. I hate drawing clothes sometimes, but sometimes you gotta do it, man. This song is Young Warriors, by the way. So if you're wondering the music, there you go. Maybe I should add like a visual of like my playlist. I don't know. So I also saw this one movie, Death of a Unicorn. Not a great movie, not a bad movie. I don't think it was bad, but it also was just like a like I like the idea, but I also wish the unicorns were all CG, so they didn't look that good. Easily one of the low points of the movie is just the unicorns, but I like the idea. I think the idea was interesting, but it just kind of does not feel as good as it should. Uh, I like Paul Rudd too. I like that actor, but he's just in a lot of stuff that I don't really care about. Like he was in this one show on Netflix. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like he got cloned or something, and he didn't know he was cloned, and he had to deal with that or something. And I don't know. I never really. I don't know what he looks for in movies. You know, he does a lot of Marvel stuff, so that is kind of like eh. Like I kind of watch Ant Man just because I like Paul Rudd, and I kind of like hold my nose a little bit. The first Ant Man was good. I'll be honest. The first one was good. After that, it goes downhill pretty fast. And the Quantum Mania one is trash. That was the worst movie. So you know what happened to Paul Rudd? Why isn't he in good movies? I don't know. He's just in a lot of weird stuff, and I don't think he's like a bad actor either. But I just don't know why he like his the stuff he's in. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe when he gets older, he'll like be in good stuff again. I don't know. I feel like he can make his face a little bit fatter, but whatever. I don't know. Like, what is this pose, dude? He's just standing there, like he's standing there mad. What's he mad about? I don't know. What would he be mad about? What would this guy be mad about? I got it. Like he's listening to like some guy tell him why he needs to work overtime. He's like, "Look, you need to work overtime right now. It won't be paid, and you gotta deal with it." And he's just like, I'm not doing this shit." Tell me I gotta work overtime? Fuck that. What about this other guy? Why can't he be working overtime? Why me? You gotta go home. The tie's kind of fucked up. I don't think that's how the tie would be landing on the shirt, to be honest. Uh, I think this is good. This is good. Let's see. How long have we been going? 40 minutes. This is a 40-minute drawing, guys. 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Oh man, dude. Wow. Okay, let's see. What day was that on? 105. This is 106. 106. Oh wow. All right. All right, there. That's the drawing. That's what we're going with today. I never know really how long to go. Sometimes I think, oh, maybe I should draw like a little bit longer, whatever. But I'm getting kind of hungry, and I think it's gonna be time to eat. Uh, Thank you for watching. Let me know. Let me know if what you think about these videos, about this video. Should you want more of it, weekly, daily? I don't know. Uh, Maybe I should do daily. I don't know. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. Uh, but thank you for watching this little video. I feel like if I do daily, I'm gonna run out of things to talk about. That would be fun. Or I could go by how I feel. Minimum once a week. At most, however I feel. If I feel like I want to record something, I'll do it. If not, hey, no skin off my back, right? So, that's the idea. I think I'm doing that. I agree with myself on that one. Okay, everyone. Let's save. All right. Thank you for watching. You know what? I'm gonna read the comments. I'm gonna go to a comment of a video, and I'm gonna read it. Read it live. This is on my other channel. Some people did comment because I was talking about lowering the difficulty in video games. Like, should you do that? Do people do that? Whatever. And I got some feedback on that. Let's look at the feedback. Let's take a look at the community on that. And then in the next video, if I stick with this channel, I'll just respond to these comments. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. One person says, I'll lower it if I'd rate. Okay, I think it said raised that. I think it was a typo. Raised it in the playthrough. Restarting the game is underrated, man. I recently did so with Unicorn Overlord, and it's the best decision I ever made. I would quit before I lower the difficulty. Cool discussion. Okay. Look. I don't mind restarting the playthrough. I was talking about Metaphor, which is a long RPG. I just there were just parts of that game I didn't like that much, and I kind of don't want to go through all that again. And a lot of the skills I need to do, it's just annoying to deal with in that game. But it may work out if I do restart Metaphor. But it's like I made it this far. Like I feel like I'm like right near the end. So I don't know why I would need I would argue I shouldn't need to restart the entire playthrough for at this point. Like that's infuriating to me. I had no problems. I get only difficulty with 2 bosses, and that's it. But whatever, maybe I should restart the playthrough. I'm still debating it. It's really gonna be a thing where it's like, if I absolutely need to, I'll restart it. But I hope I don't. I mean, I did restart my playthrough for Xenoblade Chronicles 1, but that's mostly because I didn't remember the game. I didn't remember how to play it, so I had to restart. I restarted the game, so I could go through the tutorial again, and that was a good idea because I didn't make it that far anyway. So it's like, yeah, I could replay like 2 hours, whatever. It's just this. I'm like so far in. I wouldn't quit before lowering the difficulty. Like, I only would do that if it's like a trophy reason. Like, oh, I won't be able to get normal things. That would just bother me. But I kind of feel lowering it wouldn't be the worst option because you always bump it back up too. So I don't really care about that much. But I guess I could see the argument about replaying it though. So maybe I should, but I just don't want to. It's so much. It's just so much work, and I put so much time in my party. It's like, I don't want to do that again. And that was from Weston Evans. Incorrect beans. Yes, who cares? Just have fun, and don't be a Phil's DSP about it. I get that gesture because, yeah, who cares if you lower the difficulty and all that kind of stuff. But I wasn't really saying, like, oh, like, I don't know. I guess you could take it like that because I'm asking people, but I guess I should have worded the question better because it's like, well, what would you think about lowering the difficulty? Like, have you ever done that? Like, would you want to do that? But I do agree, like, who cares? Do whatever you want. It's your video game. But I was also just wondering if people had the same issue with me, where it's like before, you played a game on normal, and this is when you had like difficulty for. Oh God, this is loud. Before, if you play on normal and you lower it to easy, for example, during the playthrough, you wouldn't get the normal trophy, so you would have to replay either the entire game, or you have to play the segments again that were on easy. And I knew that some games would glitch out and not give you the trophy even if you did that, so you'd have to replay the entire game. So I just wanted to feel have the same kind of like thing about that. Which I had that problem, but whatever. Now I'm kind of like whatever on that, especially now that there's no trophies anymore about what difficulty you play on. So I get that. Last comment by Spitfire Phone. No, Spitfire Hone. Okay, weird name. But fine name. Nah, I'm a cool dude, but if you do, you also a cool dude. Wait, what? Nah, I'm cool, dude. But if you do, you are also cool, dude. Okay. Luckily, most games either don't have difficulty or don't require you to play for an achievement. Yeah, that's what I said in the last video. So that's all the comments on that video. On my previous podcast video I had, I don't think I got much. I got one person asking me to react to the Steel Ball Run trailer, which I answered that in that video, which is a JoJo story arc that's coming out soon, someday. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. It was a good one. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you in the next video, if there will be one. Again, let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on anything, and then maybe I'll read it in the next video. I don't know, maybe not. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!